All right, we are live. Let me double check Twitter. All right, Twitter is good. Still resisting that 3388 level. Keep an eye on the DOM here, see what goes on. A lot of balance happening here on the POC. If it does fall down, you do have a big gap around 8475. Lots of buyers down there though. If you do fall, you should see more buyers. Cumulative delta is bullish again. The bulls are taking control. 3389.50 is the value area high of ES. Sorry, you said Facebook was exploding? Let's take a look. Yeah, there you go. So if Facebook, what do we say? If it held above 26145 and 26187, you're looking really good to get 26395 and 26488. So this should continue to rise. Just say 264, make it easy. 264 would be your first target, and then around 265 would be your second target. How's Amazon holding up? Still outside the value area. It is trying to find buyers here, but it's not finding them. So this is what you have to watch out for when you're looking at like breakouts of a balanced range. This is very balanced. So when you break into that tail, this is excess, right? You have a tail. If you don't find buyers here, it pulls back into value, which is what it's doing now. It's pulling back into value. All right, ES is trying again. You're getting absorption, 87.50. There goes 87.25. Nope, still fighting. A lot of sellers at 87.50. It's getting chipped away. They're trying to absorb it, but it's getting chipped. Hey, Iconium, what's going on, man? You're about to lose 87.50. Look at this absorption. So what we mean by absorption is when you have like a bid or an ask, it keeps getting chipped away, but then it keeps filling up. It's refilling. So it's absorbing the buyers. That's what we're seeing here on 50. I wish TradingView had a time in sales. I could show you exactly what it's doing, but they don't have it. And if I pulled it up on NinjaTrader, it would be delayed. Yeah, John, I'm not even thinking about stimulus news anymore, man. They're so full of shit. Every time they say they're making progress, they're not doing anything, dude. They just took a vacation for over a month. Now they're saying they want to come back and make compromises. They're just full of shit, man. They said they were supposed to have it done by Friday. That was like last Friday. Then the Friday before that, they said they were going to have a deal done. It's like every single week they say they're going to have a deal done. I think we should do what we did a few months ago and cut their salaries until they have a deal done. See how quickly that deal gets passed. 87.50 lost, 87.75 lost. Trying to beat 88 now. Buyers are still stepping in. Man, I wish I had a time in sales. Really hard to read the tape without time in sales. Well, it's impossible, basically. So SPY is pulling back to that gap that we talked about. Funny thing, like I told you guys earlier, that gap was a single print. Now it's the POC. It went from the smallest volume of the day to the highest volume of the day. We actually have like a little micro head and shoulders here. This could fail lower. Be careful. It looks like it's getting ready to lose the POC. If it does, you come back down to 33835, probably around VWAP 33822. This level just does not want to break. Yeah, Johnny, I'm on Twitch and YouTube. Look at Google, guys. Google's flying. Holy shit. Look at the 1 minute on Google. The 1 minute on Google's moving. Yeah, look at Google. Hey, Burnsy. What's going on, man? Good to see you again. 13 months, just over 1 year sub. I appreciate that a lot, man. Always good to have you. Hope you and your family are doing well, man. Hopefully you're getting some sleep. I know your daughter was keeping you up. Yeah, Facebook's approaching those targets, man. You might even get the first target by end of day. ES still holding that level. Big buyers stepping in. So what do we say on the footprint? There's big buyers around 87, 86, and then probably around 83. Nothing around 85. Yeah, so look at where the buyers stepped in here. ES pulled back to 85. Or what, 86. If you look at that on the footprint, you have a lot of buyers here around that 86 to 87. Big imbalances. The teal shading shows you that there's a buyer imbalance, meaning there's way more buyers than sellers in that area. So if you look at that around 86, that gives you an idea of support. And now we're back above 87, which is the POC of the day. They're still trying to absorb basically every level up here. If I had a depth, like a book map here, it would be a thick wall all the way till probably like 90. The dollar's starting to climb. Be careful on silver. Yeah, silver fell a little bit here. Trying to recover, but the dollar is climbing. Big battle happening right now on 88. Lots of bids, lots of ask. Facebook, is it still going? Yep, there you go. There's your first target. Well, that's actually your second target, I think. Who took that Facebook trade? You're about to get your second target. Yeah, look at NASDAQ. NASDAQ's flying. NASDAQ's flying. There's Facebook. Blew through your first target, approaching your second target. Netflix. There's your target. Next target, $4.99. You guys like these levels or what, man? You got in yesterday, added this morning. Nice, man.
Those queues are exploding.
$4.99. Next target on Netflix. Keep an eye on it. That is the value area low of August 6th.
Yeah.
There you go. ES broke out. Let's keep an eye on ES here. Yep, bids are climbing. SPY broke all-time high. SPY all-time high. Like I told you guys, SPY is going to hit an all-time high before ES, because ES all-time high is not until 9/7/50. That was probably an after-hour all-time high. All-time high, boys. Get your shots ready.
And now it's gonna dump.
That would be pretty disgusting. Man, if my SPY got filled on that dip, we literally would have bought the fucking bottom. We missed it by like four pennies on the option contract. And Intel's dying. Intel does not like the market pumping, I guess. Boeing's not following the market either. All-time high, boys. All right, how long did it take SPY to make an all-time high from one of the quickest bear markets we've ever seen? It took 148 days from bottom to top to make an all-time high. If we take it from when it made the all-time high, it took 180 days. So that entire coronavirus depression only lasted half a year. If you go from bottom to top, it only lasted a third of a year, damn near. Disgusting. When the Fed turns their printers on, man, you can't bet against them. It's funny as shit. I started taking puts back in April, and then I basically never took puts since, except for the little scalp puts that we took every now and then recently. But like long-term puts, we tried to take long-term puts in April. They got fucking destroyed, and then I didn't take long-term puts again. I should have flipped into calls as soon as my puts got beat. We would have made a killing. I think as soon as ES makes an all-time high, there's no more sellers. I can't imagine people still selling if ES makes an all-time high. All the contracts from like here into all-time high, they're going to be so underwater.
What you're saying is do the opposite.
Dude, look at the Russell. The Russell is still falling off a cliff. Okay, here's the retest of that POC. If it wants to continue to go higher, it needs to bounce here.
The 3387.
Yeah, 33.75, 33875 would be on SPY. And then 87, yeah, on ES.
Is Facebook something you'd grab?
That trade's over. To be honest. Yep, there you go. Right as you said that. That trade just finished.
I hit your target. Shit.
So we'd have to look for a new trade on that. Yeah, the trade was right when it was consolidating above those two levels that I talked about. That was when you would have taken that trade. Because it was holding those levels. You failed it for like one candle, then you bounced right above it. So if you look at all that price action there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, there's like 5, 6 candles there that were above that price. You just hit your final target, Calvin. I can get some further targets, but I wouldn't get too greedy on it if you're going for the short-term trade. The next target. So here's the next trade. Actually, this one you could use this as targets, but the next trade on Facebook is if it reclaims 26734. Since this is far away, you would want this to reclaim it for a little while, probably an hour or two. But if it reclaims 26734, very high chance to see 27583. So you can use these as your upper targets as well if you're still holding this lower trade. But the lower trade technically is finished. So you could reverse at any moment on that lower trade.
Microsoft. Microsoft is moving.
So based on my targets yesterday, if you guys traded Microsoft, you hit your target. You traded Facebook, you hit your target. If you traded Netflix, you hit your target. Amazon, you hit your target. Tesla, I think Tesla did too. What did I say on Tesla? Yeah, you hit Tesla as well. So every big company except for Apple. What did I say on Apple? I think Apple might have too. No, Apple hit your target too. So okay, every single big tech company, if you followed my analysis yesterday, you did fine. New targets on Microsoft. Let's see. So a new trade on Microsoft, actually. A new trade on Microsoft. If it holds above 210.95, very high chance you will get to 214.78. So next targets on Microsoft, you're about to hit one right now. You have one at 212.23 and then 214.38 is the big target. Let me get rid of a lot of these lower targets or these lower levels to not confuse you guys. So really the levels that matter right now, today's value area high, which is 211.43. The value area high of the range, which is 211.28. And then that's basically it. Yeah, and then 210.95. I'll make this even easier for you guys. Above 210.95, you stay above that for the next, I'd say, the close of today, the open of tomorrow. Very high chance you'll get 214.38. So if the initial balance tomorrow, the first hour of the day, is above 210.95, you should see 214.38 probably by Friday or by, like, say, Tuesday. And I'll write all these levels down in Discord when I do the analysis tonight. Okay, I just looked at QCOM daily. It has a massive bear div. I wouldn't say massive. Small bear div. You are holding the daily pivot, though. I don't know if I could take that trade on that daily bear div, though. I don't know if I could take that. So we're going to hold off on that. How's Boeing holding up end of day? It's not holding up. That's the problem. How's the dollar doing? Still holding. What's silver doing? Consolidating a little bit. ES and NASDAQ pulling back hard. Be careful on your positions. Apple pulling back. Facebook, look at Facebook, topped out on our target. You went a little bit higher. You tried to go higher for 27 cents and then failed. And now look at where it's trying to find buyers. It's trying to find buyers on our first target. So when you were looking at Facebook here and you were thinking about holding, you could see the volume was decreasing. So the price was rising, the volume was decreasing. And then as soon as you lost that final target, you were basically done, right? The trade was over. Netflix, look at where Netflix is topping, right on our target. So a lot of resistance. Amazon's trying to go higher here, but same thing with Facebook. You're decreasing in volume. The buyers are weak. Very likely we'll pull back here. We'll see. Tesla, same thing with Tesla. So, like I told you guys with Tesla earlier, this is a balanced day, right? So, your theory behind today is selling the highs, buying the lows. So with that theory, you don't want to be buying breakouts. So when if you tried to buy that breakout on Tesla there, you failed. I did not see that Evo, but at this point, I don't give a fuck what any of them say, to be honest. Their words are empty. That's why Trump just said fuck them and then he put through executive orders, right? Their words are empty, man. Don't even fall for that shit. It's gonna come sooner or later, but trying to base trades on their empty words, not worth it. Nice, Calvin. You made 80% on that trade? Good shit, dude.
God damn, Calvin, beast. Good job, bro.
All right, going back to what I was saying on Tesla. So you have a balance profile. You could even look further into this. So if we wanted to grab the initial balance, we would grab the first hour of the day, which I showed you guys in Discord earlier. Let me hide all this other shit. We have the initial balance high. We have the initial balance low. And we can see what happened here with Tesla moving forward. He tried to break out of that initial balance, failed. Tried to break out, retested it. Tried to go higher, failed the value area high. And now we're back inside the balance. So it's basically just telling you that every breakout is failing. And you're just sticking to your range. You're sticking to your balance. So with this said, this is like a perfect balance. So tomorrow could be a very good trend day. So keep an eye on tomorrow for Tesla. Knowing Tesla, it's going to do it after hours. But we'll keep an eye on Tesla tomorrow. You could go a lot higher. You're trying to find support here on the balance high, the IB high. So here's that support coming in I talked about. POC support on ES. POC support on SPY. As long as it holds here, you should go higher. You do have 30 minutes left on the day. Silver pulling back a little bit. Intel falling off a cliff. Boeing selling off. All right, how are the tech companies doing? Microsoft still holding. Apple still holding. Facebook still holding POC. Netflix holding POC, failed our target. Amazon still holding. And Tesla holding. Okay, so AMD is approaching that trade that we talked about. So for AMD here, you're balanced out, you're accumulating. So when you break this accumulation, if you hold 8209, you have a very high chance of seeing 82.73. So keep an eye on AMD tomorrow. You might get that trade tomorrow. You might get it on Thursday. We'll see. If AMD loses 81.52, very likely to see 80.95.
Fucking hit it finally, huh?
It
Not on
fin-
ES, but SPY.
Yeah, it finally hit it. So I'm guessing that ES level is after hours. We'll see.
ES might launch off this POC though.
Yeah, that's what I was calling out on stream. DOC on ES and SPY. JMA, it's disgusting how fucking accurate these value levels are.
Yeah, it's definitely the way to do it, man, without a doubt.
Yeah, I agree, Evo. I feel like the market doesn't care. Just like me, it's like everyone feels like me. We're tired of basing trades on bullshit stimulus news that's not coming. When it finally gets passed, it will affect the market 100%. But speculating on it is dead, I think. I think the whole speculation process is dead. I can't see what that is, Rhino. What is that? It didn't load. ES is selling off. Yeah, correct, Johnny. Basically, every level that I've posted in Discord for the past 3 or 4 days have been purely order flow levels. Or pivots. I've been using pivots as well. Pivots are kind of based on the same theory. I can't say too much about it, but pivots use a lot of the same data.
I haven't even looked at my EMAs since I've been using this order or the volume profile.
Yeah. Yeah, I threw on the EMAs just to have them on my screen right now. I'm not taking any trades based on them. I'm looking at my my old EMAs that I used to use way back in the day for the penny stocks. Just looks pretty. Okay, all right, Rhino, I appreciate that. Thank you. I'm not gonna say that on stream or even bring it up. So
Oh no, buddy.
That's fucked up.
What is this from the Onion?
yeah, is that a
Oh.
real article or is that satire, dude?
Buddy.
I don't even know. I just had to share. I don't even know if it's true.
Dude, Intel is dying. But like I was saying yesterday, I think it was yesterday, this is like a perfect bear flag. And it's squeezing really tight, so it's very likely to go lower. But we're betting on just the fact that Intel, a blue chip company, putting in accumulation is bullish. So we'll see. Man, the ES daily the last month, like nothing ever happened. Once you flipped that pivot on ES, the 3196 pivot that we talked about a long time ago, it was donezo. Just nothing but bullish. Yeah, it got rejected again. It's crazy. It's back below that POC. Very bullish day, though. You've got a P shape, very low volume on the sell-off. Sell-off got bounced on the POC. This was a very, very good buy. I tried to buy this. We didn't get filled on my long-term SPY position. We tried to buy that. My fucking position would be in the money already, too.
IWM slaughtered me today.
Yeah, I was saying that earlier. IWM's a dirty dog, man.
I added though. I added on the. What I'm looking at is, what did I see? A falling wedge, or a I don't know if it's a falling wedge or a channel breaking out, and today retesting.
On like the lower time frames.
You could look at the daily. Probably more clean on the lower time frames.
Yeah, like a 1 hour. Let me go to my other chart. One thing about this style of trading, your charts look like chicken pox, dude. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, look at the 1 hour IWM. Look at the downtrend from the highest high, and touch all the wicks. Today's like nasty 1 hour candle. Look where it stopped. The thing is, though, this could be a bear flag forming, but I think we see a bounce.
Yeah, I do see what you're saying. It's like a bullish pennant. Like you have a bull flag. Like here you go. That's what I'm
A
looking at.
long-term bull flag. Yeah, in the bigger picture, bull
Yep.
flag.
Yep.
Definitely.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, so if you look at this on a volume profile standpoint, you want to get the levels. If it gets above 156, let's just say 15675, very, very high chance to see the daily pivot. The daily pivot lines up perfectly, or sorry, the 1 hour pivot. The 1 hour pivot lines up perfectly with the value area high. So 15855. As long as you get above, what is that? 15667.
What are you looking at, Deja? Are you looking at the 15-minute? When you look at like,
I'm gonna post it. So I'm taking the balance of the entire distribution. So when you have like bull flags or ranges, accumulation distribution, all that bullshit, you can take the volume profile of that entire point to kind of see where your key levels are. If you take that profile of that entire range, the low is 15666, and then the value area high is the pivot. It lines up perfectly. You see what I mean?
no.
Do you see my screenshot I posted?
Yeah, that's what I'm. So
Don't look at the profile on the right. Sorry, look at the profile that I drew.
which one did you draw? The one that's
The one on the inside. So if you start a profile, if you use the fixed range tool on TradingView,
yeah.
you start it from the candle, the open on August 10th. That's like where the range started. And then you take
August
it to
10th. Okay.
Yep, and then you take it to the current candle. That is the entire distribution of this range.
So the top of August 10th.
No, the open. The first
So the
bar,
bottom?
the big green bar, it doesn't matter. You can take it's based on candles.
Oh, so it's just a straight horizontal line across.
No. So use the fixed range tool on volume profile. You see where that is?
Fixed range. Yeah.
Yep. And then take that candle, the big candle from August 10th, and then you draw it all the way across.
So the bottom of it
It doesn't matter. It's based on candles. It doesn't matter what you grab on
until
it.
today's candle.
Yeah. And
Gotcha.
did that give you the profile?
Yep.
Yeah. So if you get above the low on that, you should have a very high chance to get to the value area high, which is it lines up perfectly with the pivot.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I see that.
So
Work on
whenever
that.
you see ranges like this, like distribution ranges or accumulation ranges, that's when you can use that like fixed range tool, and you can find the balance. They call it long term. What do they call it? It's long term something. Like you can look at the balance of like the long time frames. So when you're trading the lower time frames, you understand where you are in the big picture.
Okay.
Yep. So like if I was doing this again,
So you draw this on the lower time frames then, like the hourly.
you can draw it on whatever you see the distribution or accumulation on, like the ranges.
Okay.
You can draw it on those. So this on IWM I would use the hourly because it likes to do it on the hourly.
Yeah.
But you could have predicted this breakout down on like the beginning of August when it started to impulse up, because you have that massive balance, and then you finally start to break the balance high, which is 148, and then it just keeps finding value. You just keep finding buyers. You never stop. And I'll screenshot this for you guys in Discord. I know you guys have no fucking idea what I'm talking about.
I got to start using that fixed range more often.
Yeah, it helps a lot. You can see kind of like what it's doing over the long scale. So if you do this, I did this on ES while you were sleeping. If you do the same thing on ES, if you look at the, what was it, the like 1 hour, 4 hour, doesn't really matter. Yeah, 1 hour. If you look at the 1 hour and you start it on that range high back on August 11th at 4 o'clock, it finally starts to top out. You can grab your range tool from there to basically where we are now, and it gives you the volume profile of the entire range.
Sorry, where did
I'll
you
mark
start
it.
at? What time frame? And
Yeah, I'll
where
mark
did you
it.
start it?
Here it is. On the 1 hour, that candle, the candle that I marked pink. That's where it starts to range, right? So once it starts to range there, we can say right now, let's even go back a few candles. I can bring it back so we can kind of predict what's happening now. If we bring it back, the value area high is 3379. So as long as you're finding value above 3379, it's going to keep breaking out.
And you brought it all the way till today's candle.
Yeah, you can do it till the candle that we just saw, or you can go back a few candles just to see if you can predict kind of what's happening now.
Gotcha.
They all basically give you the same levels. Yeah, if you go until now, it actually looks pretty bullish. You're finding a lot of volume up
Yeah.
here.
Yep.
And once again, it lines up with the pivots. There's a pivot on your value area high. So as long as you stay above 3380.75, it should be bullish. And look at the fucking buy volume on the lows, like, or the sell volume. It's non-existent. Like when it sold off, it looked really
Yeah,
nasty.
there was nothing there.
There's nothing. It got bought up easily. For you guys that don't know what I'm talking about, like I said, just watch my volume profile video on YouTube to get started. And then on Saturday, I'm doing my private stream in Discord, going over everything that I just talked about, order flow, how to find the levels that I keep giving you guys every day. We're going to go over all that stuff on Saturday. Emiliano, what's going on, Hockey? Emiliano said, Russell acting like small companies aren't close to bankrupt. Yeah, right. IWM isn't like that. Isn't that like a bull flag, but like directly resistance? Yeah, it's definitely a bull flag, I think. Careful, Hockey, don't post links, it'll ban you. Chris said, how do you get that pink range with the black tails? It's just the volume profile tool, and then I just colored it. I colored it differently. So here's my colors if you guys want to look at it on stream. Just black, black, pink, red. That should be pink. They should be the same color. Let me fix that. Yeah, so both of these are pink. Black, black, pink, pink. EOC is yellow. And then I'm just using the, where is it? Total volume. 100 row size, total volume, 70% value area.
Yeah, if IWM closes, above this value area low, it's going to come back up to test the top.
Yeah, which one are you looking at? Are you looking at the Russell or IWM?
IWM.
Are you looking at today's value area low? Or the range?
I'm sorry, the range. The range value area low.
Yep. Yeah, let me take a look
which
at
is
that.
kind of it's been wicking it for the past couple hours.
Yeah, I see what you're talking about. You're talking about like 15666.
1.5, yeah, around there.
Yeah.
15659, 15660,
Yep.
somewhere around there.
Yep.
I got stopped out at what the fuck, ES?
Whoa.
Yeah, ES just took a dive.
There's a bear flag on the 1 hour ES.
All right, what are the big boys doing? Microsoft pulled back to that, the initial target. Apple failing its target. Oh yeah, look at Facebook, guys. That's why you take profits. What did I say? You don't want to get greedy on it. Failed that target perfectly, and now we're nuking. Netflix failing the target. Amazon still climbing, but actually, it's getting a decent amount of volume. Not too bad. The thing with Amazon, why this is so bullish, look at Amazon. Every time I go to my Amazon chart, I have to fix my value area high because it keeps pushing it higher. So as long as it keeps pushing the value higher, that's bullish. Another thing with Amazon, for kind of more advanced techniques, I drew out the initial balance, so the first hour of the day. It popped above the first hour of the day, came down, retested it as support, and then we went higher.
Amazon's a rising wedge.
On what time frame? Yeah, 15, yeah.
With the bear flag.
A
bearish divergence.
People are thinking Amazon is going to announce a stock split, but who knows?
I don't see how they haven't already.
Yeah, honestly. Dude, if they announced like a 10-to-1 stock split, they'd basically be the new SPY. You wouldn't even look at SPY anymore, you just look at Amazon. What do we got? We got 8 minutes left on the day, guys. Button up your positions. Microsoft looking really good for that trade that I told you guys about tomorrow. As long as you stay above 210.95 by tomorrow's initial balance, the first hour of the day, you should be seeing 214.38 by probably the end of the week or the start of next week. So that would be that'd be about almost a 2% trade, 1.5% range.
Yeah, see, my volume profile chart is just getting so sloppy with so many
Oh, it
fucking
does.
lines, dude.
Yep. That's why it's almost better to do what I was talking about instead of taking like fucking 3 days. If it's ranging, you just do the fixed range and take the big levels and get rid of all the interior shit.
Yeah, it's fucking, dude. I got like 100 lines on it going all the way back until August 10th, dude.
Yeah, it's a good way to practice though.
Because look at there was one low that came down to that August 10th.
Silver pulling back
Is it? Yeah, it is.
and gold.
Everything's pulling back.
It's because the dollar's trying to accumulate here. If it starts to rise, it's gonna hurt silver and gold.
Oh, ES is selling off.
Are any techs looking good to gap for tomorrow?
Gaps are risky because we're sitting at an all-time high, right? So if it gapped, it would probably gap down most likely. I think if anything, Microsoft, because if Microsoft stays above 211, it's going to go higher. 211 is a key level on Microsoft. 211 is basically the only line you need on your chart right now. You stay above 211, it will go higher. What are Microsoft contracts going for right now? They're not too expensive. I wouldn't trade this Friday. That'd be a little risky. If you took the 215s for this Friday, they're 50 cents, but they have a 20 delta. So I don't know if I would take that. If you went till next week, what's August 19th? Oh, you have dividends tomorrow. You have dividends tomorrow on Microsoft.
On Microsoft?
Yep. Be careful on that.
Doesn't it sell off?
Yeah,
after-
typically stocks price in dividends. They sell off a little bit.
Oh shit.
When's the last time it had dividends? How much do they typically pay? They typically pay 51 cents. That's not a big deal. They don't pay a shit ton. But yeah, if you go back on a chart, they sell off typically on most of their dividends. Yep. Okay, so that trade on Microsoft became a lot riskier now, so watch out for that.
If it's strong though, they usually recover right afterwards.
Yeah, they usually do.
You could buy the dip actually.
You typically just don't want to buy options before dividends. 'Cause
Yeah,
you,
100%.
you get hurt.
Yep.
Yeah, so I'd wait. If you guys like that Microsoft trade that I talked about, wait till tomorrow, see what happens on dividends. Look at Facebook, man. What a target.
That I don't know if you guys took it, that that trade that came in the other day, that builder BLDR. Also have a falling wedge on that as well, coming down
Holy
into
fuck.
some support. You do have a gap below us though, so it's kind of scary. But
Look at the past 3 days. It's like a perfect downtrend.
on what?
Builder.
Yeah.
Yeah, Builder's a good example of the auction theory. So if you get above 29.88, very high chance of getting 30.22. And then if you hold above that 29 level, very likely you will get 31.
Yeah, look at today's print. It's about to be a doji at the bottom.
We're selling off, boys.
Yeah, Chris, it's really good for determining like where you don't want to trade in big ranges and stuff. TOS is still down, dude. That's ridiculous. Let me take a look, Hockey.
TOS is still down from this morning.
Yeah, you have a little divergence from ES and money flow. Yeah, it's a big divergence. Probably the most manipulated recession we've ever seen. Yeah, it's probably a person-to-person problem. What time is it? 2 minutes left, guys. I don't think this warrants a shot. You got an all-time high by 1 penny, basically.
Look what the Qs did. Qs did the same, not by 1 penny, but the Qs ticked over all-time high, pulled back, and then the next day, next how many days, just fucking ripped.
So the big key area to watch for Qs tomorrow is the initial balance of today. You have that 27764 and then 27544. As long as you stay above that, you should be okay. You want to throw in another level to help you out? It would be the value area low of today, which is 27765. So anything above those levels, you should be bullish.
Yeah, when Qs made a new all-time high to beat, before the coronavirus, it made an all-time high by 34 cents and then pulled back and closed below it, and then the next day just fucking teared for the next 1, 2, 3, 4 days.
Well, like I was telling them while you were sleeping, is like there's so many sellers trying to protect the all-time high that once we break it, how many fucking sellers are left?
They're all gonna get fucking stopped out.
They're all front running it. So if they're all
Yep.
front running it, that means there's basically nobody behind it.
Their stops get triggered and it just fucking rips.
Yeah, they're cascading it. It's going to be a cascade failure, and it's going to be disgusting.
I don't know why. It is an easy short, It's definitely an easy short, but
It's an easy short in the short time frame, but if you look at historically,
Yeah.
like look at the daily on ES, how many fucking times do you think people tried to short the all-time high and got obliterated?
yeah, a lot of times.
Like shorting all-time highs on the US economy is just not a good trade.
Yeah, it's firms or whatever doing fucking grabbing their couple ticks, but
Yeah.
that shit adds up. You know what I mean? When you have multiple firms or whatever doing it.
Yeah, they're hedging. And
Yeah, so that dude I was
yeah.
that guy I was explaining technical analysis to yesterday at work. Today he bought his first option. He bought SPY this morning at open.
That was probably a wild fucking day for him.
He was like, "Does it usually move this much?" I'm like, "Dude, the market's fucking toxic right now." I'm
Yeah.
like, even though at that, like every time, like these big sell-offs that happened today, he's like, "Should I sell it yet? Should I sell it yet?" I'm like, I added, but that's me.
Yeah. All right, market's closed, guys. Pretty fucking hectic day. But yeah, what I was about to say was every nasty sell-off that we've had, like those disgusting, just waterfall sell-offs, they all got bought up. Look at the fucking 1 hour chart on ES. Every dirty sell-off was bought up. That's why I tried to buy this one this morning. We didn't get filled, sadly. I wanted to buy, excuse me. Oh, I can't say it on stream, but I wanted to buy some long out contracts.
Going back to what I was saying about like the screen getting cluttered from all the fucking lines, like today's low of the day was the POC of August 14th.
Yeah, they all line up. Yeah.
So that's what, like, you're almost like forced to keep all the fucking lines. But
Yep.
then it's like, which one holds, which one doesn't hold.
I think if you're going to remove some lines to declutter it, the POCs are probably, you probably can remove those and keep the value area lines. Like high and lows, you don't really need those either.
High. What do you mean highs and lows of the day?
Yeah, like high of the day, low of the day. I don't
Yeah,
use
no,
those.
I haven't been doing that. I really haven't been doing the POC. I just wanted to see where it bounced today, and it lines up exactly with that POC from August 14th.
Yep. No, yeah, that's where I have it. Yeah, that's like one of the POCs that I have on my chart, and it worked.
I might like color code the lines for myself.
That's what I do. Oh, you're using all the same lines?
Hey, no.
What'd you say?
You're using all the same color lines?
Yeah, dude.
Oh,
yeah.
you're fucking crazy, dude. No,
Motherfucker was
I
just chewing
do
on a wire.
I do red for low, blue for high, yellow for POC.
Yeah, I gotta start doing that because it's like mind fucking me now.
Yeah, I can't use all the same lines. That's crazy.
So you do a different color for high, low, and POC?
Yep. Blue for value area high, red for value area low, and then yellow for POC.
I'm gonna hop off here for a little while. I'll
Oh,
see
yeah.
you guys later.
Yeah,
All
see
right,
ya.
see
Later, brother.
Before you guys all head out, green or red on the day? If you guys traded any of the analysis I posted yesterday, you should be very green.
Still red from previous positions.
That's true. Yeah.
Getting killed.
Same. Yeah, it's IWM that fucked me today.
Yeah, oh my god, dude! Watching that thing go from what 150 fucking percent to like
I give it
40
back
or
a
38.
lot of give
Yeah,
back a lot of my earnings.
yeah, that shit makes me fucking sad.
Yep.
32%. Feels bad.
Amazon saved your brutal day. Yeah, Amazon was a great play.
Yeah, your analysis was like damage control for my portfolio though.
Yeah.
It mitigated a lot of loss.
Yeah, I've been doing a lot of analysis every day, guys, in the analysis channel. I tag you guys too, so if you guys are looking for more trades, if you're looking for trades on like bigger companies, I post analysis on all the big companies that we like trading every day. If you guys are just sitting back waiting for me and JMA to take positions, you're going to miss out on a lot of opportunities because we can't take all these fucking trades. We'd be trading like 30 times a day plus.
That Facebook play was a double whammy, dude. Take profit and then short it.
Oh, dude, I know. If you would have
Oh my
shorted that
God.
take profit level, holy shit.
I was kicking myself for not doing it.
This motherfucker was chewing on a power cord, dude.
Oh, God.
So QCOM still doesn't look too bad. It's holding that daily pivot.
Yeah, Evo, I've
Also-
noticed. Sorry, good.
I was just saying it also looks like a bull flag on QCOM, just a pullback.
I almost took the QCOM trade, but look at the daily. You have a bear div on the Momo. I don't know if you have a bear div on the RSI, but big bear div on the Momo.
Yeah.
So I decided not to take that trade. But you are
hoping it
above
bottoms here.
You are above a daily pivot though.
So can you do the fixed range on this from like where it gapped up?
Yeah, you would do. Yeah, it would be more of a bullish one, but it would still work out.
Oh, so it wicked the POC.
So I would actually probably take multiple ranges here. If you go down to the 1 hour, you can see two different ranges. You see what I mean? So here's how I would do it. Because they're like new auctions. There's like two auctions that you can see. There's an auction on that big gap up that after earnings. So you had like the earnings auction, and then you started to range, decided to break out, and then now we have the new auction. So once again, the pivot on the 1 hour lines up almost perfectly with the value area high of the first auction. So as long as you stay above that 1 hour pivot, you should be very bullish. But that's a pretty big drop. And then you're also testing the value area low right now. to the tick. To the absolute tick, you are on the value area low of this secondary auction. If you hold this level, very high chance of seeing 114.52. And then if you look at the volume profile for the entire range, like you were talking about after the earnings gap, the value area low lines up again with the 1 hour pivot on 106.64. Pretty disgusting how these pivots line up. So a good short play on QCOM actually is if it fails below 110.50 and holds, very good chance of seeing 103, maybe even 106. Yeah, so it would look like this. Hey man, he said, hey, I like the way you keep your charts clean with volume profile. I don't know if clean's the word that I would use. My charts are getting pretty damn dirty with all the volume profile levels. But it works out. Appreciate that. I just realized I was talking to myself because JMA's not even in here. Thanks for telling me, guys.
Wait, what?
I said I've been talking to myself. JMA's not even in here.
Oh, he's not in here? I thought he was.
His dog probably
Right.
chewed his power cord and his fucking power just went out.
Oh, rip. Dude.
It's alright, I'm streaming, so I'm talking to somebody. What's irritating about the fixed range volume profile tool is that if I put it on one chart, it has to be on all of my charts. Fucking stupid. Man, good thing I didn't pick up QCOM. Fucking thing sold off on the end of day. Silver sold off, but it got bounced. Yes, I need to clean my silver chart up. My silver chart's disgusting.
Yeah, dude, I have PTSD from
Dude, look
that
at
first round of QCOM. I
look
won't
at this-
touch that.
look at this fucking silver chart. Look how nasty this is.
Holy shit.
Alright, let's clean this thing up. Alright, that's basically all the levels we need on silver. And I could throw in one more on the low side. Alright, that's it. No more. Basically, the idea behind this chart on silver is if you get above 2620, you have basically an inefficiency here. There's no volume to play with. You have a little bit of volume around 2650. You get above that, 26.76 is your first target. If you hold above 26.76, very high chance of getting 27.16. You hold above that, you should be breaking out. If you do not hold and you break to the downside, anything below 25.60, you should see 25.44. If you hold below 25.34, very high chance to see 24.73. That's your plays on silver. You basically have this play here, and then you have this play here. Everything in between is kind of balanced. All right, let's look around. If there's anything else I want to go over before we close it up. So NASDAQ is a good example of kind of how to use volume profile when you're just breaking new highs constantly, because we have no new levels to, or no old levels to go off of. So we just have to take it day by day. And basically what you do is you look at your previous day. So for tomorrow, once this closes, it's not going to close until, I think it starts a new day at 6 o'clock. Yeah, 6 o'clock. So once this closes, we're going to take our value area high, our value area low. And this is going to be kind of what we're looking at tomorrow. Another thing we want to take is on Qs. Or you could also do this on NASDAQ. Just make sure you do 930. So we would take 930. Where is this tool? Fixed range. 930 to 1030. This is your initial balance. We grab the high. And we grab the low. This one I'm not going to grab because it lines up with this. So 11293 is the same level. Actually, I'll put it there just so we understand. I'll just put it a little higher. So this is your initial balance of today. So as long as tomorrow stays above these levels, you're very bullish. And you would just be watching the volume. As long as the volume continues to rise, as price is rising, you're fine. If volume starts to decrease, you're going to start to balance. And then it's going to start to balance, or it's going to pull back. So very, very bullish right now on NASDAQ. We'll see how it opens at 6 o'clock, and then we'll see how it opens at 9:30. But all right, guys, with that said, I'm going to call it a day. As always, I'm going to be posting. Actually, today, guys, I'm going to be away from the PC until like 11 o'clock at night. So I'm still going to post all the analysis. It's just going to be very late. So you guys will probably have to look at it in the morning. But I'll post it around like 11 o'clock at night. We'll do all the same analysis I always do. So keep an eye on the channel. I'll tag you guys. It might be a little late. You might get a tag a little late. But I'll tag you guys probably around 11:30. And then, yeah, that's it. I'll see you guys tomorrow morning.
Thanks for the day.
Yep. Peace out, guys. You guys are on stream. As always, I'll see you guys tomorrow, 3 p.m. Eastern. You guys have a good one. Peace.